Hi, I'm Eddie Bloom from Bloom Bar. Last week we looked at predictions from the internet of what the world thought might be coming out from Rolex at Watches and Wonders. Watches and Wonders has now been. Rolex have released their new models and we're going to be looking at what they've created. So joining me on the sofa, as usual, our sales manager Sam. We have been handed a clipboard and paper containing what was actually released at Watches and Wonders from Rolex, and we're going to talk about how close we got with our predictions and what we really think of what's been created. Yeah. We are going to start with the new Daytonas.
Yeah.
Kind of new, kind of not new.
Bit disappointed.
Bit lazy.
I mean, it's Rolex.
Yeah.
They usually are disappointed. It is a bit lazy.
Most important thing, so stainless steel models,
yeah,
116, what was 116-500 LN, now the 126-500.
Yes.
They have introduced, now there's various technical changes, I think, to caliber and a few other things, but they have introduced a metal ring around the ceramic bezel,
yes,
which matches whatever metal the watch is made from. Right. The purpose of this, well, I don't actually know what the purpose is. I feel like the purpose might be to protect the bezel. They occasionally are prone to cracking if hit in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I feel like that metal ring might just
soften the blow
a little bit.
I think so.
Very unusually for any Rolex is going to have a transparent case back.
Yeah.
Which, from my knowledge, I don't know of another Rolex that had one.
I mean, it's nice to be able to see everything. And again, AP did that as well with their anniversary for the chronographs. They're all an open case back.
Well, I feel like AP movements are probably slightly prettier to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of aftermarket companies that have already done this.
Yeah.
There are ones on the market.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not Rolex, but you can see them.
Okay.
It's a cool touch. Again, I think when it comes to Daytona, I think people were expecting a lot more to happen. Maybe the bezel to change a different color, maybe something a bit different. And obviously they've just opened the case back, but it's Rolex again.
Yeah, I suppose they had to do something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now in the precious metals division, this rose gold one that we've got in front of us, which I'm sure will be shown on the screen, they've effectively filled in the subdials.
Yes.
So the subdials are now solid. This one, rose gold case, black dial, and solid rose goldy champagne subdials. I don't know, I feel it looks a bit heavy and almost, dare I say, a bit Zenith Omega-y.
Yeah,
I think there is something from one of those brands that looks a bit like that.
Yeah, the all gold.
Yeah.
Speedmaster. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
got that kind of look to it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, these will all sell perfectly well.
Of course.
Now, let's talk about values a little bit. Daytona values obviously have been hit in the past. We've discussed it. They're now really picking up again. Yeah. We're selling a lot of Daytonas, especially stainless steel Daytonas. Demand has really picked up from them. A change in reference is obviously going to make a difference. Yeah. Anything discontinued always goes up in value. I think there's going to be an initial hype, which there always is.
Yeah, I think it will fall very similar to the original, the Batman. Yeah. When that went from a 1.1 to a 1.2. Price-wise, they're actually still similar. Yeah. I think there's maybe 1,000 in it. So I think this will be the same case here.
And I think although we've kind of been struggling with, let's say, fully stickered examples,
yeah,
I think now that reference is over, yes, the fully stickered ones of those might suddenly become really quite
potentially.
Well, should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
GMT.
Yes.
A couple of changes from the GMT. Ooh. There were rumours they were going to flip the sprite from a left hand to a right hand. Yep. But that didn't happen.
Nope.
There's no coke. We thought there was going to be a coke, or we thought that would look really nice.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
We've been waiting for years for that to happen, and it's still not happened.
Didn't happen. Thanks, Rolex. We've kept the Pepsi, we've kept all the others, kept the root beers. We have now an introduction of a bimetal yellow, gold, and steel.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's quite nice.
Do you know what? It was when I first saw it, I thought it's great. It's kind of going back to the original one. Yeah. Very cool. And then I thought it was very boring. Until it was only this morning that I realised it's actually a two-tone bezel. I thought it was all black. It's actually grey and black.
I heard someone mention this in the office today, and I think I just heard it and didn't comment, but this is the first time I've actually probably seen a photo of it. Yeah. And you're right, it is.
And that also automatically made me like it more.
Well, it differentiates it from the old one, which in my experience never sold that well, the bimetal. No. Even now, if you want to get into the GMT market, an old 116713 is quite a relatively cost-effective entry point. Yeah. So I like those. Next one we've got on the list here, Explorer 40.
Yeah, obviously they're backwards and forwards, aren't they? They're 36, 39, 36, 40. I think that's going to sell very well. I mean, 39 was fantastic.
39 was the best size watch Rolex ever made. Nothing wrong with the 40mm watch. It's very much the sweet spot in the market. Absolutely. 40mm generally works for most most wearers.
I'm still disappointed that they didn't bring out a white dial, because I still think that will look fantastic on the white
I
dial.
totally agree. I think that would have looked really, really good, but we didn't get to choose.
No, we don't.
We're just here to comment.
We are.
We will get them for sale. We always do. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'll let you introduce the next one.
Yachtmaster titanium,
Size.
42,
So for me,
40.
that's a no-no.
If they'd have made it a 40.
It's just too big.
It is.
I mean, the Oyster Flex one I find too big.
I do, and I think if they'd have just made that as a 40 mil, maybe kept the kind of the precious golds to the 42, if that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
But the rose gold 40 mil Yachtmaster is a fantastic watch, a fantastic size.
There's a reason we're buying the 42mm Oyster Flex under list now.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
they just don't sell that one.
No, I think this will sell. I think it would have sold better if it was 40.
Yeah.
But I think they're 11,800.
It's a lot of watch.
Good price point.
It's going to be super lightweight, being
Yeah.
titanium, very durable. From a pre-owned point of view, titanium's that little bit harder to polish.
Yes.
To get scratches out of. It can be done. Moving down, whole new model, the Rolex 1908. Very Cellini-esque.
I think Cellini always looked nice when they had the moon phase on it. I think this is way more classic, but yeah, I think a nice watch, probably will sell quite well again, being a precious watch. It is quite expensive though.
I like the small seconds. I don't like the mixture of batons with Arabic 3, 9 and 12. I think it would have looked nicer all batons.
Yeah.
And maybe just the 12 in Arabic numerals. The Calatrava of Rolexes.
Precisely that.
Moving on quickly, Oyster Perpetual.
Yeah.
Colourful dial.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a kind of like Murakami kind of painting. I really like that. You compared it to the Zipcar logo yesterday.
I was literally walking out of the shop and a zip car drove straight past me, and it was the exact same colours. If you Google it, you will see those colourful zip car-esque colours. But
the Rolex Zipcar.
The
The new Oyster Perpetual, really cool novelty dial.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. People are going to love it or hate it. Definitely a fun summer watch.
Fun summer watch.
And it comes in a few sizes as well.
Yeah, I think it comes with all the
31.6.
31, 36, 41.
Great, but really nice.
I love this.
Moving on.
Well, I love this watch. I absolutely love this watch.
Well, who's going to buy these?
I'm not sure.
Is it a ladies' watch? Is it unisex?
It could be unisex, but I just think it's great. And if you, there's a really nice side-on view on the Rolex website, and you can see that it almost has like layers on it. It kind of sticks out really nice. It's not just that kind of matte plain finish to it. It has a lovely finish to it. Adds a bit of colour to the range again. I think it is very similar to that malachite dial they did.
I think we should probably talk about the market a little bit. Things are really, really picking up. We are very busy.
Very busy. Very busy. I think we have this conversation quite often with people. I think you go back to a year ago when you had things like Starbucks for like 20, 23 grand. I think that's a lot of money to pay for it. Now they're back down to this 14 mark.
Yeah.
People don't mind paying that now, I think. Affordable. And it's affordable.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main reason is because of that. There seems to be a confidence back in the market again.
But not just Rolex. I mean, we sold, 3 Aquanauts in the last week alone.
Aquanauts, Nautilus went as well.
We're selling loads. AP still struggling though.
I think the confidence in the AP market is purely because they went up crazy quick and they came down crazy quick. Patek, you kind of expect it. I think if you watch the watch market in general over the years, Rolex do it as well. Maybe not as much as last year, but yeah, the AP is really taking a turn.
I know. I mean, if you're looking to buy an AP, now's the time to buy one.
Yeah.
The brand is not exactly going anywhere. It's going to have its comeback. We can't say when that'll be.
And I think, again, it's not like you can walk into AP and get these watches. You can't.
That's why they've got to have a comeback with 5 to 10 year waiting lists, or even a few years plus, whatever it is. They can really kind of only go one way.
Yeah.
But you need confidence and be able to put your money in and leave it there for a while and hope it pays off. All this stuff will, I'm sure, do very, very well. Any new releases from brands boost confidence back into the market.
Yeah.
They get people talking about the brand. They get, it causes hype, and that's obviously always a good thing.
It's one of those things you try not to as a dealer get wrapped up in these little promotional videos they do just before the release. But I mean, I was sitting there the other day trying to decipher absolutely everything physically possible that was coming out. A few things I got right.
Yeah, you did.
A few things I was miles off.
Absolutely.
But I think we do need to talk about one watch that was discontinued in the market of Rolex, which is the Milgauss.
The Milgauss was
I
discontinued.
have it here.
And actually, look, Milgausses are not everyone's cup of tea. We've sold hundreds of them over the years. There's always quite a specific type of buyer that wants a Milgauss. They always want something that's different to everyone else. They want something that doesn't stand out, that's quite understated, a watch with a purpose, which it does, technically. And of course, we've done everything possible to try and buy as many Milgausers as we can in the last couple of days. And I mean, we haven't had one order go through. Everyone's refused to sell them. And that's what happens when something's discontinued. Prices are going to go up very, very quickly. And the most collectible of them are going to be very valuable in the long run. Talking of the most collectible, we have had something in stock for some time that we have refused to, I personally refused to put up for sale, even though Sam had tried to convince me over for the last couple of years. And this is, what year is this? Six.
It's Mark 1, isn't it? Yeah.
Mark 1, clear glass. It was a black dial, but what has happened with this is that the dial has gone grey. It would have started its life out as black. Clearly the lacquer on the dial has failed over the years, and it has gone this creamy matte grey.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know if this is happening to all Milgausers of this age. There are very few that we found that have it.
This watch has actually been to Rolex 3 times in its life, and all 3 times they've noted natural patina and have photos on their system of it.
Do they?
Yes, and the guy who I was talking to at the St. James, he was shocked almost that he'd finally seen one like this, because
there was one for sale on Chrono24 for ages. Same matte dial.
Yep.
He wanted, like, I don't know, 13, 14 grand, 15 grand.
Yeah.
That was before it was discontinued. Yep. It's now gone.
Yeah.
He's either taken it off or it's sold. We don't really know how to price this, but I've kind of got a figure in mind, and I think it probably starts with a 2.
Yeah.
And it will be coming up for sale shortly. We're not saying this is going to be the world's greatest investment. They're not making it anymore. This is quite special. We've got to assume this is going to be quite a good bet for someone if they want something really unusual and a potential modern classic. And if it doesn't sell, well, we're very happy to keep on. If you're looking to buy something, visit bloombarwatches.com. If you're looking to sell something, visit the same website. You can sell outright to us. We handle watches on consignment, where we sell for you on your behalf. There's loads of different options available to you. Please like and subscribe to our videos. Please comment below. Let us know anything that you'd like us to discuss in the future. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.